no matter how much you've done, no matter how many times you messed up, no matter how many times you've worshiped other things, whether it's worshiping yourself, whether it's worshiping an addiction or worshiping money or whatever it may be, no matter how many times we've done that, God is always ready to forgive us when we come back to Him. It is day 10. That's right, I said 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the 30-day shred. We are reading the entire Bible in 30 days, and we're actually 1/3 of the way through the entire Bible. So give yourself a hand clap, a little pat on the back. You've done an amazing job. Here are my thoughts from today. 2 Kings, 1 Chronicles, that's what we read today. Actually, 2 Kings chapter 9 to 1 Chronicles chapter 20. I got that right, had to look at my notes, but yes, I got it right. Gonna double check. Yes, I did get it right. So this passage of scripture is a little bit challenging because if you've been reading through, especially because we've been reading through so fast, we've been crushing these passages and these portions of scripture, you can get to this place, especially when we get into Chronicles, and you're like, wait, haven't I already read that before? Wait, am I just like, what's going on here? Wasn't that already in there? Like, I don't understand what's going on. Okay, you're not going crazy. A lot of the stories in 2 Chronicles, 1 Chronicles, 2 Chronicles, you've actually heard before. But it's interesting because they're from kind of a different perspective. The Greeks actually called 1 and 2 Chronicles things omitted. And so it's little details and little things that maybe you haven't heard before, maybe from a different perspective. And I thought that this was a cool thing to bring out because as we're reading through the Bible, we have to remember that even though every scripture is God inspired and it's supposed to be in there, many of it is from different viewpoints, especially when you get into the New Testament. It's really cool to see how in the different writers, there's different styles of writing and different ways of explaining the same event that happened. It's just like eyewitnesses. If you were to watch a car crash, there's going to be different people and different vantage points, and they all saw the same car crash, but it's in different views. It's in different perspectives. Maybe one saw this detail and the other saw this detail, and when you put it all together, it creates one cohesive story. It's really cool to read through this portion of Samuel, Kings, and Chronicles in a chronological order because it will stack all of the scriptures actually in the way that they happened in history instead of just the way that they were written. So it's a little bit more confusing just reading it straight through like this. If you've never read a chronological Bible, I would really encourage you to read this actually in chronological order. It'll probably help it make a little bit more sense. So now that we kind of got that disclaimer out of the way, what I want to bring out from today's reading is that God is always ready to forgive people that are repentant. As we're reading through, it seems like almost every generation messes up. Every generation turns to idols. Every generation starts worshiping other cultures' gods and creating their own gods and creating their own traditions. Even though they know that their God exists, it's like we haven't heard from him in a while. We don't know if he exists anymore. These gods seem better. This country is stronger, so their gods must be better than our God. And so things just kind of start to get confused. People start to mess up. There's all these bad things that are happening. People just turn away from God. But no matter how many times they mess up, no matter how many times they turn away from God, God is always ready to forgive them if they'll turn back to him. And what you'll find through all of these long histories and genealogies, and I know sometimes it can get boring and redundant, but what you'll find every couple of generations is you'll see a king that it says he does right in the eyes of the Lord. So you'll see all these people that say they did evil in the eyes of the Lord. They did evil. They did more evil than anyone in the past. But every once in a while you'll see someone that says they did right in the eyes of the Lord, or they did good in the eyes of the Lord. And so all it takes is one person to say, hey, God, forgive us. We're turning back to you. We're going to follow you. And it can affect an entire generation. I know we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but all it takes is you coming back to God. And really takes us into the New Testament and into the story of the cross and into the story of grace. No matter how much you've done, no matter how many times you messed up, no matter how many times you've worshiped other things, whether it's worshiping yourself, whether it's worshiping an addiction or worshiping money or whatever it may be, no matter how many times we've done that, God is always ready to forgive us when we come back to him. So be encouraged. No matter what you've done, I doubt you've ever done anything as crazy as these people in 1st and 2nd Kings and 1st and 2nd Chronicles. So no matter what you've done, you can always come back to God, and he's always ready to forgive you. Thanks again for watching this video. My name's Alex Suber, and I would appreciate it so much If you would like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. I'm making these videos every day for 30 days, and I need your encouragement. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm one of those YouTubers, like, I want the likes. I want the comments. I need to hear that you're enjoying this. It would really, really mean a lot to me if you would drop a comment below and just let me know that you're enjoying this, you're getting something out of this, and I will really appreciate it. Cool. Hey, I'll see you guys tomorrow.